All right, gentlemen, we are almost ready for week 13. The games start tonight, Thursday, and this season is winding down. We have some tight races. We have some teams that have clinched the playoffs and looking for that elusive week one bye. But let's jump into it and see how we did last week, starting with Golden Goats and Let the Wookiee Win. Look, let's just call it like it is. I wasn't ready for this game. Too many people hurt, had some bad buys, and Joseph played like he's been playing all season. So he gets the win, 81-110. He had Aaron Rodgers, he had Higgins, he had Diggs, and I had Nick Folk. When your kicker is your number one point scorer, it's going to be a rough day, gentlemen. Gonna be a rough day. Ocho Kylo, Greb's Vengeance. Ocho Kylo struggling, 64. Greb's Vengeance, not a great week either, 70 points. Kylo had Elliott, Allen, and Harris. Greb had Gibson, Pollard, and McLaurin. Looks like Pollard may have a good game against the Saints tonight. We'll see how that goes. Sticky Dildo. Man, this went down to the very, very end. So it was 126-127 in favor of Green Bay Puppers'. Peel had Patterson, Miami D, and Carlson. And Puppers' had Waddle, Eckler, and Jacobs. And man, I'm going to tell you what. The Sticky Dildo had this game won. And then his quarterback, Russell Wilson, threw a pick, got the negative points, and ended up losing him the game. His favorite team lost at the same play that lost him. It is truly raining shit on Jonathan Peel. Hopefully he can capitalize and come back. Trent and Trout, Team Shaw. The Trout fall to Team Shaw by another point game. Wow. Trout with Taylor, Beckham, and David Johnson. We have Shaw with Wentz, Samuel, and Dillon. Trout keeping it interesting in his division. We'll get to that shortly. Bakers, 94 to the Bowcasters, 82. Wow. Riccio is having a string of bad luck. Really bad. He's probably one of the most injured teams, or has been one of the most injured teams in the season and everything. But we know that he's going to come back and have a strong week because he's playing me when I need to make that buy. Baker had Andrews, Gallup, Moore. And the Bowcasters had Thielen, Taylor, and Cook. And I think Cook went out. So another injury for him, right? Didn't Cook go out? I think he is. The replacements, 103. Goat Tamers, 94. The replacements fighting for that last playoff spot. We'll see how it goes in these last 2 weeks. So we have Mixon, Mitchell, and Landry for the replacements. And the Goat Tamers had Stafford, Williams, and Freiermuth. Oh, God. With that name, if he gets married, he's got to take his wife's name, right? Like, that's a rough name to inherit if you're a woman. So going into the standings, boys. Let's start here in the Sony Division. Let the Wookiee Win, 10-2. Sticky Dildo, 8-4. Chubby Baker, 5-7. We have over here, let's move this over with the Microsoft Division. This is interesting. Ocho Kylo and the Bowcasters are 5-7. And then Team Shaw, who started off like 0-6, has come back to become 4-8. If he wins out, he has a strong chance of taking this division. What a Cinderella comeback story this would be. PC Master Race, let's get this one out of the way. Golden Goats, 8-4. Replacements, 6-6. Getting close to being able to tie the division if I lose out and he wins out. So that will be interesting. And then the Goat Tamers out of the race at 2-10. Rough season for our boy. And then we have the Nintendo division. Green Bay Puppers is 7-5. Greb's Vengeance, 7-5. And Trenton Trout staying alive at 5-7. If he wins out, he can keep that interesting as well. So we have a lot of tight races, a lot of implications there. Let's real quick, let's revisit who these top point scorers are. Looks like the Golden Goats dropped out of the top 3. That's sad. Let the Wookiee Win. Green Bay Puppers and the Sticky Dildo are your top 3 scorers for the season's running totals. Congratulations, gentlemen. And then we have the games coming up. Kashyyyk Bowcasters fighting for a #1 spot in his division against the Golden Goats, trying to fight for that bye week. Can't lose this game because we have some 7-win teams that are division leaders that are biting at my heels. We cannot have that. Projected scores 105 and 105. He's getting healthier. I'm still hurt. I don't like this matchup one bit. He will disagree and talk about his bad luck, but I'm just looking at everything on paper. I don't like it. Green Bay Puppers is Ocho Kylo. Puppers is 96 projected points, and then Ocho Kylo at 98, almost 99 projected points. Let's see how that one turns out. But we have the Puppers is fighting for a bye here. Fighting for a bye. Ocho Kylo, I need you to step it up, big dog. I need you to step it up, squeak you out a win. I'd appreciate it. Let the Wookiee win, the sticky dildo. Wow, game of the week. Peel has to win out. And then Let the Wookiee win has to do something he hasn't done all season, is lose 2 in a row. So 97 to 112. Peel has an advantage here. Peel has an advantage. So let's see how it does. Hopefully his Russell Wilson doesn't shit the bed anymore. Greb's Vengeance and Trenton Trout. I am looking for the Trout to make a nice little upset here. Trenton Trout does have the higher projected totals, 113 to 95 for Greb. Greb's also trying to bite at the heels of my week 1 bye, so I can't have that happen. Trout and Ocho, I'm looking at you guys to win this week. Make it happen, Captain. Goat Tamers against Chubby Baker. So Baker's trying to make something happen in his Sony Division, but we'll see how that turns out. Tamer's at 109 projected to Baker's 66, but he has 6 guys playing, so he doesn't have his full team up there. I recommend you do so quickly. And then Team Shaw trying to upset his division and come back, but coming back against the replacements. You can't enjoy these projected scores right here. 83 for Team Shaw to the replacements 115. That is looking pretty bleak for Shaw's comeback hopes, unless he has some other players to play there. But gentlemen, wow, we're coming along the end. 2 more weeks left starting tonight. So we'll see how this playoff picture shapes up. Let's look at the playoff picture real quick. I don't think we've done that all season. Understandings. So right now, before this week's games commence, we have the Golden Goats and Let the Wookiee win at the #1 and #2 seed with their 1 week buys. That's a big buy, man. Big buy in this league. So right now you would have Ocho Kylo at the #4 going up against Sticky Dildo at the #5. And then you would also have Greb's Vengeance going against the Green Bay Pupperses. So that would be, if the season had ended last week, this would be your playoff picture. Let's see how much it changes, because a lot can change in a matter of a week. So we will, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But I hope you guys are having a good week. Hope you had a nice, relaxing Thanksgiving holiday. Got some good food. In rolling into the holiday/Christmas season. So hopefully everything's going well. Hope you guys have some good games, except for a couple of you guys that I need y'all to lose. And have a good one. Commissioner and Champion out.